Alright, so how is everyone doing? I am here with Will, or as most of you probably know him from Discord, as Moondoggy. He has built this amazing tabletop simulator for BlightBreed, and it's looking absolutely gorgeous. So I can't thank him enough for that. It's truly amazing. So we're just gonna have a game of BlightBreed, and yeah, it's we're still kind of messing around with cards and working out a few kinks and stuff, but it's actually playing really well. Myself and Will have had quite a few games now, actually. We actually had a game earlier which we recorded, but sadly, Will just didn't get very many good draws and he got absolutely destroyed. So it wasn't a very good game to showcase the gameplay for BlightBreed because it was quite quick. So yeah. And he was using a different deck at the time as well. He had like a pre-constructed deck which just didn't work out. What deck are you using right now, Will? Predominantly? Tiger.
So
Tiger, right?
yeah, yep. So this is a Tiger deck, balanced with vials. Um, the last one I used, it was really weird because it should have been balanced, but just the draws
Just
basically
messed you
blocked
up.
me the entire game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I need to
So
get my clan leader out of my deck.
yeah, it still didn't do that.
I still didn't do that. Hold up. Where is he?
Yeah. So just search it. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
There he
While you're
is.
doing that, one of the things with setup is your clan leader goes out into your podium. And then
Yep.
your deck is 50 cards
Yep.
max.
50 cards, 10 hybrids
Um,
max, not including your clan leader.
correct.
So essentially, it is essentially 51 cards, basically.
Hmm.
If you're thinking about it like that. But yeah, so your clan leader goes out right away, so it's 51 cards basically,
Right. And then the other limit is 4 pure
which
vials,
is
which are
this
the gold,
the gold
yellow.
pure vial here, yep, and then basically any amount of adrenaline cards and any amount of other coloured vials. I think I'm running in my deck. I'm running so the 4 pure vials. Obviously, you'd be crazy not to put the 4 pure vials into your deck because pure vials can be used as any amount of adrenaline, any amount of vial in any colour. Um, so yeah, you'd be crazy not to utilize all 4. And then I think I'm running like 13 red since I got the Wolf Clan, and they're predominantly kind of like a red color for most things for play cost and for basically abilities and attack moves. And then I think and the rest is a mixture of greens and blues. And I think I have 7 adrenalines. What are you running, Will?
Yeah, that's a good point. So I have 10 adrenalines,
Right.
and so I have fewer uh, vials,
Yeah,
a
by
couple fewer vials.
three. By three. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm trying to reason why adrenalines. I want to try and see how some of the more expensive ones or the very precise ones play.
Right.
So I decided to keep a few extra in. Um, let's shuffle each other's decks and
Yep.
go ahead and start play.
Yeah, we really shuffle up now because last time, as the game that we recorded, I just kept pulling vial after vial, and Will was stuck with like
Yeah.
2 vials the whole game, and he just got obliterated, sadly. So we're yeah, we're gonna have another game because that game was just not a very good game to showcase what BlightBreed is about. Um,
All right.
so we got what. So basically, how to start a game is you flip a coin. You call heads or tails, and then whoever wins the coin toss gets to choose whether they want to go first or the opponent goes first. So did you want to
All
flip the
right.
coin? Do the honors of the
Yeah.
coin toss. I'll call heads. Wait,
What did it hit?
what?
It like hit the bag.
Dude, it just
All
flipped
right.
onto heads. Thanks, man.
All right. Right there. Oh, come
What
on.
is that side? Is that?
Oh, you know what? That's what it is.
All
How
right,
long
you
you
just won
hold
it
R.
twice. Oh, the longer you
Oh,
hold, right? You just won it twice anyway. So
yeah.
do you want to
Oh,
go
okay.
first, or do you want me to go first? I
Yeah,
mean,
we'll
now knowing the game, you'd be crazy to give up first play.
right, right. That's what I was gonna point out.
Yeah,
So I wanted to keep the advantage, because that also means I'll be able to attack first in my
yeah,
in the second round.
that's right. So yeah, for
So
those of you that don't know, you can't attack first round. So Will can set up now, then I can set up, and then once it goes back to Will's turn, then he can start attacking. So yeah, first play advantage is, I guess, super advantageous. um, but it's not completely overpowered, which is good. So you draw 7 cards to start off.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
And
So,
then, so what Will probably do now is he'll probably start putting vials down into these vial reserves. Yep.
and I'm actually a bit fortunate this game.
What?
And it's typical that you get a few vials of different colors.
It
So,
is, yeah. Not a pure though.
yeah, pure's nice to get out early.
It
So,
is.
now the second thing want to do, you can either play an adrenaline or any number of adrenalines, if you pay the vial cost, but definitely want to get out a hybrid as soon as possible.
That's not a clan leader, yeah, because you don't want your clan leader in the combat zone because then they can get directly attacked.
Right.
Victoria, I
And
haven't seen Victoria. We haven't used Victoria yet. If your
no,
opponent,
I've been hoping to get her out.
yeah,
So
if your opponent has less than 5 vials in the vial reserves, this move deals time to. Man, she is strong.
yeah, especially early, right now.
Right now she's really strong. So if I have a bad draw and I get 5 vials, man, I should have made that like 3. That's all right. Adrenaline on your turn.
Oh,
What's her special ability?
uh,
On your turn, search your deck for any one adrenaline cards. Man, she is strong. She's really strong.
yeah,
I know that's a fan favorite
and
for quite a few people. A lot of people like Victoria.
yeah, and but the one thing, she's blue heavy, all 3
Yeah, she
blues,
is very blue
right?
heavy. Yeah, so you've got 2
Well,
blues. So you can use, man. Her Tiger Pounce ability is actually quite overpowered. I think that needs the cost will eventually need to go up for that, but we'll see.
yeah.
So you played her
Well,
out because that's only 1 blue
yeah.
vial, and you can do. And I mean,
Or we lower the attack.
yeah, if you get her out early, because late game
Mhm.
that wouldn't be quite useful. Because late game, mid to late game, you do have like quite a few vials in your vial reserves. But if you get her out early, like now, and
Yeah,
since if I have a really bad draw, which I guarantee I'm not going to get 5 vials, that's gonna be quite a painful attack move. Okay,
yeah, and it is your turn.
yeah, and it's especially since I can't attack this turn, even if I wanted to, or even if I could. 1, 2,
He's got
3,
decent defense as well.
5,
80.
6, 7. Oh, what a draw!
You got 6.
I did.
Oh, okay, okay. Uh, oh wait, no, you got. Did
One,
you get
two,
6?
three, four, five,
Yeah, you got
six,
3 reds.
six. Yep.
Yeah, 3
Thank God.
reds.
So her that was so
Uh,
lucky. People like I don't think they realize how lucky that was. You don't ever usually get that many vials in one draw. Like that's so
mhm.
lucky. So now her Tiger Pounce ability for her attack move is useless. So she can't do 6. Well, it's not useless. She can still use it as a basic attack for 30
Mhm.
damage, but she can't use the
Mhm.
ability of the attack move, which is Tiger Pounce. So if I drew very unlucky then, or not very unlucky, but not quite as lucky as I just did and got under 5 vials into my reserves, essentially she'd be doing 60 damage on me. Um,
Right.
so since I don't want Charles to get attacked directly, because you want to avoid that at all costs because he's a clan leader, I'm going to have to play out Kumakichi. So his cost to the combat zone is 1 red vial, and I put that into the defeated pile. So that's now an exhausted vial. And since it's my first turn, I can't attack, so I've got nothing left to do. Really, like there's literally nothing left I can do, so it's now Will's turn. So this is
Okay.
basically where the game starts because we can start attacking and doing all
Mhm.
sorts.
Now I'm gonna draw to 5. I mean, sorry, draw 5 to get to 7.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, that's what, man.
This is fortunate.
This is
Doesn't
very
usually
fortunate.
happen.
No, I had that the last game that we played, and you were in a much worse position than I'm even in now.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I remember you
You've
had
got at
like,
least a few
yeah, I got
vials.
a few. I can defend myself, if worse comes to worse. If I have, I guess, the abilities for it. Yeah, see, I got
Okay,
that.
so blues. And since, let me see, yeah. So I will just do a standard attack.
Yep.
1
And
blue.
and I'm going to negate that with I Infer.
So that will cost
1 green
you.
and 1 red.
Yeah. Yeah. So when an attack, or actually when the opponent plays a card, you have the option of countering it with either an ability, special ability, or uh,
And
basically
an adrenaline card.
yeah, adrenaline.
Yeah.
And then if he has something that can counter my counter, then Jesse can play that as well.
Yeah.
So that's one
we've
thing
we've
to
had that
remember. Is,
we've had that a few times where we're like, oh, I could have countered your counter and I totally forgot. Yeah, so
right.
because then so essentially yeah, so essentially what I've done then is he's used Victoria's attack move. Not Tiger Pounce because I had more than 5 vials, but actually you can. Oh no, you can use that next time I think because I'll probably end up
Yeah.
drawing vials though.
If
But
you don't draw a
but
vial,
if I don't draw
right.
vials next time, you can actually use his Tiger Pounce ability. But anyway, essentially what happened then is he used Victoria's base attack, which is 30, to attack Kumakichi. Um, to do 30 damage, but essentially what I did was with Charles, I used his Eye Infer special ability, which is negate any one of your opponent's hybrid attack moves with a hybrid in your combat zone. So that negated the Victoria's attack for the cost of 1 green and 1 red vial, which I exhausted into the defeater pile just before to avoid that. But if he had another, as like say an adrenaline or a special ability on a hybrid to negate a special ability, then he could come back and negate um, the block on the attack with a block on the special ability. So there's
Yeah.
you can chain for so long. And then essentially, I mean, in reality, if I had if I had an adrenaline that blocks a special ability, I could have blocked you back again. So essentially, you
Right.
can
It could go
block,
back and
you can go
forth.
back and forth for 5 moves essentially. You know, if you
Hmm.
have you probably won't have the vials for it, so that's probably a very late game thing because you probably won't have enough vials to keep blocking each other. Um, But essentially, if you were to have the vials for it, both of you, you could essentially block each other up to 5 times, where it just ends up being the normal attack anyway. So,
Right.
yeah, so it's quite fluid.
Okay.
So
So it's your turn now because you did counter.
I did, yes. So 7.
Yeah.
Okay, not bad. Okay, so Victoria's not going to be able to use her
Uh,
ability.
again.
I'm going to put Sheath out.
Oh, I don't like Sheath.
Yeah, she's really strong. So what did I get here? Your opponent cannot draw. Oh, I just read that out loud. That's alright. Yeah, so the reason Will doesn't like Sheath, and the reason I don't like Sheath is she's being used against me, is because of Poison Blade. So if you have a Pure Vial, and you've been really lucky like Will, and actually already drawn 2, if you look at Sheath's ability, she's her Poison Blade ability. So I should explain quickly that Sheath is a special type of hybrid because she has 2 special abilities. So she cannot. A hybrid with 2 special abilities can't actually be played into the combat zone. So all her moves are basically played from the podium. But anyway, so the reason Will and I actually as well hate Sheath so much is because of her Poison Blade special ability 1, which basically does 20 damage per turn for 3 consecutive turns onto one hybrid, and she can't really be hit because she's in the podium. So the only way to really deflect that is by with an adrenaline card or an ability. But I
Hmm.
think I know there's an adrenaline card which stops a special ability in its tracks like that, but Will only has 2 blue vials, and I know it costs 3 blue vials to activate that, so I'm not too worried. um, but
Right.
I can't use Sheath though because I don't have a pure vial. So
Yeah. So
yeah, so what?
I'm
Yeah,
watching for that.
mm,
Right. That
yeah,
if
I
you
know.
get a pure vial, um,
You got to be careful.
I'm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what I might do is I might just attack Victoria with Kumakichi's base attack, which is Iron Fist. He doesn't have a attack move ability, so it's just basically just a basic attack move. That will probably be changed to standard attack move eventually, and also next to it attack move I'm going to write attack ability. So there's basically the differentiating. That wasn't the word. Differentiating. I can't even say that word. Between the attack move and the attack move ability. But anyway, so enough rambling. So that's going to cost me 2 blue vials.
And
Whoa, what's going? Whoa,
40.
and it's going to do. So the claw marks down the bottom is going to do 40 damage on Victoria. So now Will's going to grab the damage counters, and Victoria now has 40 damage on her, and she has a defense of 80.
Yeah, yeah. She's actually a very nimble tank. You know,
Jesus.
anyone that has that like 80 or more is really nice to have because if I can counter it, she'll survive more than 2 attacks.
Yeah,
Like
and
like if I can reduce damage.
so she's quite a rare hybrid because most of the time, if a hybrid has really high defense, their attacks will kind of be lagging. It won't be the best. But she actually, you have to be careful when you're up against her with how many vials you keep in your vial reserves. So you have to really keep a watch on that because if you go under 5 vials, she's going to use Tiger Pounce, and you're going to take 60 damage, which will wipe probably 70% of, I'd say over 50% of hybrids out in one move. So you got to be, you got to be really careful. So obviously it's not going to wipe him out. He'll still have 10 defense left if she were to use that. But a lot of hybrids actually do have under 70 defense. So
Yeah, 60 typical.
60 is typical. Yeah, 50 to 40 to, 60 is average pretty much. So yeah, she's actually really, yeah, you got to be careful with her. So I've luckily not gone under
Yeah,
5.
you
I've
got 5.
exactly 5 vials, so I'm very lucky. So she can't actually use the ability of Tiger Pounce next turn. But the turn after that, if I don't have a very good draw of vials, then I gotta be really careful. I gotta be on the ball with that. I totally forgot. If I go back under 5 vials, then you can use the Tiger Pounce ability. She's bullshit. But yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Yeah, okay. And then let's see. I'm gonna draw to 5. And one of the things as well is you don't necessarily you want to be careful if you play 2 things. One is if you mix up your hybrids. So right
Yeah,
now I've got 2 tigers.
you do. I
Um,
don't have a very good hybrid draws at the moment.
yeah. Um, so right, keeping the clan so that maybe I can play the clan card if it's in my hand.
Yep, so this
And
is a
then the
clan
second
card.
thing is also making sure I'm not
Tiger.
predominantly one color vial.
Right.
Um, because if let's say I'm a tiger and predominantly blue, I've got to work really hard at keeping blue because I only have 11 or 10 blues.
Yeah.
Um, you could make a deck that's just say all blue.
Yeah, I mean you could
You could
for example, I knew I was using wolves and bears, and wolves and bears predominantly use red, so I put more reds into my deck than you know any other color. Um,
yeah,
because unless it's a pure vial, you can basically put any amount of vial color and number up to 50 that you like.
right,
As long as you have 10 hybrids. Essentially, if you don't want, you don't even need to play with adrenalines. If you don't want, you don't need adrenalines in your deck. You know, you can essentially
right.
just put 10 hybrids and 40 vials if you really like, which I think uh, some people would probably play like that. Right now, I'm not quite certain because there's not too many adrenalines right now. We only have 13 to play around with. But once there's 30 or 40 adrenalines, there's probably going to be some very, very, very useful adrenalines that you'd want in your deck. So
Yeah, and that's the key. The first game we played, we didn't have any adrenalines,
yeah, we didn't, and
and
we were just it was quite hard because there's a lot of hybrids with abilities tied to sort of adrenalines as well. So a lot of hybrids we couldn't actually really use because they were tied to adrenalines, like search your deck for an adrenaline card or negate an adrenaline
mhm,
card. So now that we have actually which is why the adrenalines don't have art or anything because we don't have art for them made yet. Um, but yeah, so now with adrenalines it actually makes a lot more sense and it plays a lot smoother and better.
yeah, Victoria, for example, her special ability is adrenaline
Yeah,
based.
exactly. On your
So
turn, search your deck for any one adrenaline card. Yeah. So essentially, if you really want this one certain standard adrenaline card, you can use, Adrenaline Queen and essentially get that adrenaline card that you want.
all right, I played Michael, and I'm trying to
What's his
figure out
ability?
like how I can chain.
He's got 80 defense as well. Tigers, yeah, I remember Tigers have really high defense.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I know. Tigers are good for defense. Like, I really built Tigers you know, like because even if you look at Matthias, you look at his Rage Machine, you can
Mhm.
essentially chain Matthias with Victoria if you have the vials for it. So you can essentially exhaust 2 vials from my vial reserves, and let's say I have 6, but then you exhaust 2, I've only got 4, and then you can chain it into Victoria's Tiger Pounce.
Yeah,
So
which
yeah. So I mean, I didn't.
to show
It's
that,
crazy because I didn't even realize that. I just looked at it now. That was completely accidental. Like when I was coming up with the moves and planning, that was actually not even a chain that I thought of. Like I'm looking at stuff now and thinking of chains where I'm like, wow, I didn't even. That's a crazy
uh,
chain. So
because because I can play multiple special abilities, adrenalines,
yeah,
and
you can
everything,
as long
but
as you have the
only
vials for it. And
one
you
pack.
literally just did what I said. You smart ass.
Yeah. Oh, I saw it.
Ah, shit. So which 2 vials do you want to exhaust?
Um,
I mean, you'd be smart to probably exhaust the blue because it's my only one, and then probably one red.
yeah,
That's what I'd do.
yeah, because red also impacts, you know, Kumi,
Everything.
Kumakichi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't I pronounce his name now?
Kumakichi.
Kumakichi.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
bear.
so
Yeah. So blue and red, I
blue,
guess. Yeah.
yeah, blue and red.
God damn it.
Green would be silly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have it.
Well, green is iron fur, but no, I'm
Iron
not
for.
gonna block green.
You can negate any one of your opponent's hybrid attacks for hybrid new combat zone. So essentially, I could negate her attack next if I wanted to. But, I mean, I've only got 1 red and 2 greens, so it's kind of like if I do that, I can't attack on my next turn, especially with Kumakichi.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't attack with him
right.
anyway because it's 2 blue. But yeah, so this is 100% Will's game right now. Like I'm on the back foot. Like there isn't much I can do. In
Yeah, that just by playing that. Um,
Yeah, just by playing that combo with Matthias and Victoria, that has completely screwed me over. So,
yep.
so
And
now
we
you're
know
gonna
what's
hit.
next.
Now you're gonna. How much is it? Do you have enough? Yeah, you got enough.
60.
Yeah, that's easy. So you're
Yeah,
hitting. So 30 and 30. So he's getting hit for 60,
yeah,
and he's left with 10 defense.
yep.
Yeah,
And I need to pay my blue for my
that's
Tiger
such a
Pounce.
cheap move. 1 blue.
Yeah, one blue for 60 damage.
And Kumakichi is two for 40. Ugh. But see, yeah, I need to. But see, the reason I need to balance that a bit more. But that's fine. That's why you play, so you can
Yeah.
tweak stuff.
So for those watching, we kind of talked about this is like one vial would be say 20 or 30
Damage,
damage.
yeah,
2 vials say 40, um, maybe 60, but I'm thinking let's say 20 and 20,
20 and 20,
from
yeah.
20 per vial. So if it attack does 60, it'll be 3 vials.
So it'd be like I think changing that to 1 blue and 1 green or 1 blue and 1 red would be is what we need to do because that is a really really strong ability, especially when it's changed with my Matthias's with his rage machine is just insane. So
Yep.
so what I can do at the start of my turn if I really want. I got 2 vials here, right? So I like that. Sorry, vials, adrenalines, right? But I really like adrenaline. That one there. I'm not going to say which one it is. So Will can't prepare for it. Um, but oh, that's actually good too. I actually like both of them. So I'm going
Mm,
to keep both those adrenalines actually. But what you can do at the start of your turn
mm,
before you draw cards is you can discard any amount of card that you like. So if you have 7 cards in your hand, and obviously you can't draw because you can't draw past 7. You can discard all 7 if you really want and draw 7 fresh cards. But it'd be very rare time where you're going to discard all 7 because in BlightBreed, every card, unless there's a couple of useless adrenalines you don't really want, every card is really really important. So I like
mhm.
both these adrenalines, so I'm going to draw to 7. So that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very lucky draw.
Oh,
Very, very lucky draw. So I think Will just went oh because he realizes Sheath.
yeah. And you went above
I
5.
did.
You got the pure file. I'm lucky it's not 2
But
pure vials yet.
but I have to use my pure vial now because if we go back to Matthias, Look at his Rage Machine ability. He can basically exhaust my Pure Vial if I don't use it right away. Yeah, he
Mm. Risk.
uh
The risk is if I get a blue
or
one
you
on.
can use a Pure Vial to activate it too. So essentially,
Yeah.
what he can do is, since Will, you know, doesn't, if I don't play it this round with Sheath, the Pure Vial, right, for Poison Blade, he would want to get rid of it. So he would risk exhausting one of his Pure Vials to use the Rage Machine if he doesn't get the Blue Vial on his draw, to use Rage Machine so he can get rid of that Pure Vial, so Sheath is no longer an issue. Because with a Pure Vial,
Mm-hmm.
Sheath is an issue right now. But I'd be stupid. It'd be a really silly call not to use it right now, because it's
Yeah.
I've got the Pure Vial and it's a special ability, so I still have the means to attack even if I use her special ability. So I'm going to exhaust my Pure Vial to use Poison Blade, and I'm going to so obviously I can't attack the clan leader because he has someone in the combat zone. Um, and that should be changed. Well, that should be select a standard
Right.
hybrid,
Standard.
Yeah. So you have your standards and your clan leaders. Wording needs to be changed around, but essentially, I'm going to just go for Michael because I don't have a choice. I have to use that, otherwise he's going to use Rage Machine and exhaust it.
Yeah. And this was one of the things I could have also done was, if you recall, I played Michael to the podium last round. With Sheath being out, I could have also just held him in the hand.
That's true. Yeah, you can. Yeah,
You know, then Sheath is negated by the fact that there's not
there's
a
no standard hybrid. Yep, in the podium. So yeah, you could have done
right.
that, but you didn't know that I was going to get that Pure Vial. There's just so many combinations and scenarios that sometimes you just I didn't realize that if I just held Michael in my hand, I Sheath would have been useless. He couldn't have used his Pure Vial, or he could have, but he couldn't have used it on Poison Blade. Anyway, so since
Yeah.
Poison Blade is a multi-turn attack, you have these arrow counters that both myself and Will has to keep track of. So he puts it on Michael because it's a multi-turn ability, which does multi-turn damage for 3 consecutive turns. If you read Poison Blade, 20 damage for 3 consecutive turns. So we both put them. So the reason we both put them on our hybrids is it's basically just a mechanism to stop people from not so much cheating. I guess cheating would be one, but just forgetting. Because if we're both keeping track of it, it's a fail safe. So if we're both putting these multi counters on it for 3 consecutive turns, it's a fail safe because we're both keeping up with each other. So that's basically it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that doesn't end my turn because that was a special ability. So now I can attack. No, I can't. Damn it, because he's got far out. Okay, so what I can do is once per turn I can actually. I got a lot of greens. Nimble claws 30 damage. So I can actually withdraw Kumakichi from the podium for his vial cost. How much it cost him to be put. It's not to the podium. Sorry, the combat zone. The costs, the same cost to withdraw. So that's 1 red vial. Oh no.
You can't
Nah,
pay.
I'm not going to do that. Sorry, I can't because I just realised Greta is a red vial. If I knew that, I would have started incubating. Wait, can
So
I?
we might as well talk about incubating a little bit. I can't remember if
And
we
I have heaps
just
of red
introduced
vials.
it, right?
No, we didn't really. So basically, you can explain it if you like, Will.
Yeah, so um, you can draw first, and then once you see what's in your hand, you can determine if you need to generate more vials in your reserves by incubating. Now, when you incubate, they come not from a supply or your deck, but they come from your defeated. So the key with figuring out which vial to incubate is to make sure you have two in your, at least two in your defeated, so that they can be
Taken out once
basically
incubated.
moved to your
Yeah,
reserved. Yeah. Now the other restriction is that you cannot incubate a pure vial. So it's only the red, blue, or greens
yeah.
that can be incubated.
And you have to
And to do
incubate right at
that,
the start of your turn.
right, you draw, incubate, but then once you can play uh, from your hand vials into your reserves and then incubate. But once you play any type of ability or an attack, you can't incubate that
Yeah,
turn.
or an adrenaline card.
Um,
Or if you put a hybrid in your
oh, right.
podium.
Yeah.
So essentially
So
anything. So
the
essentially incubating has to be the first thing you do. So what I do, yeah, is I
yeah,
draw, and this is basically how you incubate. You take the top vial and you flip it upside down for one turn. So
right.
you can't use that vial for. I mean, I don't know how to define a turn yet. Whether it's me doing something, then you doing something, and then that's one turn, or that's two turns. But essentially, right at the start of your turn, you flip it down, and that's incubating. And then once it gets back to you, you can pick it up, reflip it, and then you can get the two vials from your discard pile,
Yeah, the thing to remember, right, is
defeated pile.
you would incubate, and then it does also, the thing to think about is it does affect your ability to counter,
It does, yes, because you
right?
don't you don't
So,
have use for that vial, and if it's a vial that you use a lot, especially like a whatever vial that you're mostly running, your hybrids that whatever vial they mostly need, you got to be careful because if you're incubating, you can't attack with that color vial, and you can't defend or you can't do anything with that color vial for the two turns.
mhm.
Yeah, so you gotta be
All
careful. But
right.
I should have incubated. I'm an idiot. I totally forgot. I should have started incubating red. But I thought I was gonna take out Kumakichi and put in. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I should have started incubating red. What a waste of a turn. Yeah, I am my turn. I can't do anything.
So,
Oh, you're gonna use. No, you can't because I got 5 vials. Oh, thank God for that. Oh, but you got Rage Machine. No, you
mhm.
can't use it unless you use a pure vial, right? You got
Yeah,
two pure vials. I mean, it's probably worth it. You'll defeat Kumakichi, and then you're gonna attack Charles.
right. And I wasn't going to right now anyway,
Right.
um, because I don't want to actually burn through my
Yeah. So I think we
pure
should
vials.
explain something quickly. So when you, for
Yeah,
example, let's say Kumakichi is defeated, right? Which you're gonna do right now, yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
uh,
So we can go ahead and go through with that. I mean, I will pay
Yeah.
a pure vial
I
to
mean,
do my normal tiger pounce,
right, right.
right?
So he's dead. Or he's defeated. So okay. So now essentially, he can have a free attack on Charles because there's no hybrid in my combat zone. Obviously, it's not my turn, so I can't put a hybrid in my combat zone. So he can have a free base attack at Charles. So her base attack is 30. Charles takes 30
Yeah.
damage. Why can't I grab that?
Uh,
Why can't I grab that? 30. Oh, there we go. So there we go.
Sometimes you grab the bag. TTS is a little bit
Finicky.
particular.
Yeah.
It's yeah, finicky. Good word.
Finicky.
So
So that ends
I
your
end my
turn.
turn.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you take 20 damage now. On Michael.
Oh yes. Now
Now,
with it
yep.
being the new turn or new
New
or with
round,
the
I guess.
turn
Yeah.
back at to you.
Bad. Turn back at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you take 20 damage,
Yeah.
and we
So I
put
take
on,
20
and we
damage
put on
and
one
then
of these.
you get the
Yeah.
multi-turn and then 20. Okay. So there.
All right. So now I'll draw. Oh, do I want this adrenaline? One sec. No, I don't want this. So I'm gonna discard that, and I'm going to. Ooh, that's a good one. Anyway, I'm gonna draw to 7, so I need 5. Yes, give me these red vials.
So that adrenaline 1 or 2, I mean, is kind of cheap because it does allow you to pull any
It
adrenaline,
does,
just,
yeah. Standard
as you,
adrenaline. So it won't let you pull
yeah, yeah.
once we have overcharged adrenalines. But yeah, it is kind of cheap. Maybe it needs to be 2. But
Well, we'll see because the thing is you can draw any adrenaline, but the better adrenalines are 2 or 3 vials.
right,
So you've got to balance it out.
got ya. Yeah, yeah. No, you're right. You do. But I've got
Taylor.
she's strong. But I'm putting Greta in, so that's 1 red vial cost. Um, and I'm going to. So this is the first time anyone's going to see adrenaline activated. I think I'm going to activate this so you cannot draw from on your next turn. So it's 1 green
That's
vial.
so rude.
I know. So
Rude.
your opponent cannot draw any cards at the start of the next turn. So I've already put the vial into the exhausted pile. Put that in there, and then I'm going to use Nimble Claws with Greta on Victoria, which is 30 damage and 1 green vial. So Victoria takes 30 damage, and she is still not dead. Dead? No, she's not. She's got 10 health. You're kidding.
Yeah, she is a tank.
Damn it.
Uh,
And
so,
all right.
all right.
So it's your turn,
So
yeah?
it's my turn, but I cannot draw,
No,
which
you can't
is
because I activated that adrenaline card.
which isn't terrible because I have vials out,
That's true.
but but I can't, you know, because I don't have blue, that does limit my options. All right, so I love this that Michael has damage on him. Victoria has damage. Michael, after the poison runs its course, will have 20 left. And Victoria is
Almost
10
dead.
left.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you just defeated a hybrid of mine, so you are still ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking like, withdrawing won't help. Because, like Victoria's all blue, but so is Michael. So I am going to do
Ooh,
this.
Samuel.
Yeah, and I've been holding on to Samuel for a little while, and the reason, being a Fox clan, I was hoping maybe I
Yeah.
could, get that, uh, um, be able to get the clan card out. I will play I will play Adrenaline,
What is that? Switch the hybrid in your combat zone for hybrid in your opponent. That is bullshit.
which is a red,
And then
so
and then that goes into your defeated as well.
yeah,
Oh,
I'll
once you're done.
just,
Yeah.
I'll move that there.
All right. So Samuel is a tank
Nah, yeah,
with a
yeah,
strong attack move. So
and
damn it.
I will, I'll attack
How much is
for
it?
40.
2
Oh, it's 2. Yeah. And I will
for
attack for
40.
40. But Greta's she's a tank, but not quite
Not
like
quite
Samuel.
like Samuel. That 10 means a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, okay. So it's my turn. So I've got 2. Do I need to discard
Okay.
anything?
Well, first off the poisons, so go ahead, clear the
Yeah.
multi-turn off,
So
so
multi-turns
we don't need
finished. So put
multi-turns.
another 20 onto Michael. What the hell?
Yeah. So Michael's got 60 damage.
Yep. Your hybrids are so close to dying. I just can't
Yeah.
get it over that. They're both my adrenalines are blue. Far out, man. Okay, so
Aw,
I know I got no blue
that's so
vials.
sad.
What the hell? Why do I not have blue vials? Why am I always struggling with blue vials? I swear. All right, I got to draw
Yeah.
5.
This entire game you've been like short on
I know.
blues.
Finally got one.
Oh, oh, just the one? Okay.
Yeah, and then guess I'll put
Oh,
Cynthia right in.
no pure.
I know this
No pure.
game's dirty. I mean,
Nice.
okay.
Okay.
I don't. What's Greta's attack? I got plenty of green, so that's good. So nimble claws. So I'm just going to attack. Oh no, it's Samuel, man.
I switched.
You did. Oh, that was a good switch. That was a good adrenaline.
Yeah. Yeah, because that definitely really good because it keeps any direct damage to Matthias.
Yeah. Oh, this. Oh, I played out a hybrid. I wanted to incubate. Far out. Okay, that's okay.
Oh,
I wanted
yeah.
to incubate blues. Do I have any blues in my search? In my oh, I got heaps of blues in my exhausted. Damn it. Okay, that's all right. Well, not really, but I'm gonna have to make do. All right, I'm just gonna use
Right.
1 green and attack Samuel, I guess, with Greta for 30.
30. Right here, blue.
And yeah,
Okay.
I am my turn. I can't do anything else. I'm a little
So
concerned
I'm
how
reading through
quiet you
my
are.
adrenalines. Yeah, I'm reading through. I'm trying to find something to stack up here. So I got adrenaline that I'm holding in reserve. I'll tell you that much.
Oh,
Just to
it's to
it's a
stop me
good
from
counter.
drawing, isn't it? Oh, maybe a good counter.
Oh no. Yeah, it's a counter.
Special. I guess it's Sheath's counter. I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
a special ability. Excuse me. It's a special ability counter. I know it. And you got to. Damn it. I don't have a pure vial anyway, but once I get one, as soon as I go to use it. And you got
Right.
Blake as well.
So,
Man, your hybrids. I need to learn
yeah.
how to build a better hybrid deck. You got these insane hybrids. Like Strongclaws is crazy. Scrap is
Yeah.
crazy. Blake is an insane hybrid.
Yeah, I like Blake. The risk with scrap, right, is that if you negate the attack, then Blake's with a full podium, Blake is defeated, right?
Oh, he is.
Because he'll
Yeah.
take
I mean, you could use strong
yeah,
claws to negate it, to
yeah,
lower the damage. But I mean, with a full podium, he's still no. So with a full podium, that's four,
it'd
60,
be
30.
60, it'd
But
be
then if you
30,
yeah, so you
right?
gotta hope you have a pure vial or blue vial to save him.
Sheath. I just read that. I forgot about Vial Saver would have helped,
Oh yeah,
right?
totally. Yeah.
Yeah,
Negate any adrenaline card and or any opponent's hybrid ability that can destroy vials from your vial reserves. Yeah, so that's actually a direct response to basically Matthias's
Rage
Rage Machine.
Machine.
Yeah, so we're actually
Yep.
these two deck matchups are actually pretty cool. Because yeah,
Just
Kashith,
by having him out,
yeah, it scares you. Yeah,
you're like countering it.
like we explained, just by having it out, it counters it because you're not going to be silly enough to use a Rage Machine knowing that I have Sheath's Vial Saver. And I'm not going to be silly enough to use
So
Poison Blade, knowing that you potentially have an adrenaline that will negate that. So just by having the cards out, it's kind of a deterrent without even having to pay any
yeah,
vials. So it's quite cool.
and reading through, so Charles Iron Fur, you have the vials to pay for that, right? Which negates scrap.
Right.
So
So we're at a standstill. So what do we do?
yeah, yeah. So even though I play Blake, Blake is actually he's basically my medic right now. That strong claws is why he's out there.
Right. I understand. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, damn, I pay pure vial to attack with Samuel for 40, which how much does Greta have
It will
damage?
defeat Greta.
Yeah.
And then I
Okay.
could,
So
but I'm gonna have to. I don't want to Iron Fur negate any one of your opponent's hybrid attack moves with a hybrid in your combat zone. So I, I mean, it's easy enough to pay that cost. So then you have
yeah,
to
you
question.
have enough,
So you're gonna have to
right?
like work out, okay, if I don't attack him and get rid of some of his vials, what's he gonna do next round to mess me up?
E- Exactly. And it's not worth me paying a pure vial to attack.
No, I wouldn't do that. Personally, I
No,
wouldn't do that. Not with that attack. I'm
we've
just
got decent hybrids
we
set up
do. This
for
setup is
counters.
man. This is like
Yeah.
a castle right now, trying to get through it.
And now it's all about what type of strategy, what type of
Exactly.
adrenalines,
I'll
and
keep that. This is where it gets intense. This feels like chess.
because I'm trying to counter what you're going to do.
Yeah, and I'm trying to work out what I'm gonna do to counter what you're gonna do. Okay, so I have to keep these adrenalines. These are really good adrenalines. So I'm gonna draw 4. Oh yes, come on, give me
No. Every time you say yes, I think it's like a pure
that.
vial.
It is.
Uh,
But
uh,
I know if I use Sheath's Poison Blade. Oh man, this is so complicated. What do I do? This is just so much to do.
the
Oh god, it's so intense. I don't know what I should. So many decisions. What do I do?
you'd waste it on Michael and Victoria. So it's really like Poison Blade only makes sense on Blake.
It does because he'd die from it. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you're just gonna negate it though. I can already feel it. I saw you checking on like how many pure vials you had before, which obviously means you're trying to work out if you're gonna have
yeah.
to use a pure vial to activate that adrenaline, which costs 3 blues, which you're gonna end up doing. I'm gonna use Poison Blade just because I want to make this game go further along.
You want?
So I'm gonna use it on
Okay.
Blake, but I know that you're just gonna yeah.
Set down. Is that passive?
No,
Did
it's
I?
not. No, it's a special.
Oh, what's passive?
Passive is Ryuji, which we're not using. It's a rogue. It's a
Oh,
rogue.
that's. I got that mixed up.
Take it back. Oh shit!
Oh, so okay. For those watching,
Did you mean to have?
you notice,
You meant to have special ability in there instead of
um,
that? Yeah,
yeah.
just change it out. I know what you mean. It's confused. That's unfair because you thought that was a special ability. So just change it out.
Okay, we'll just say,
We'll just say that that's
um,
special ability. Yeah. So for those, yeah, as Will
yeah,
was saying, what were you going to explain for those watching?
yeah. So the difference between a passive ability and a
Special
special
ability. I'll
ability. So
highlight it.
let's grab.
Yeah, I'll highlight it on
Yeah,
screen. So yeah,
yeah,
Ryuji here. So as you can see, his untouchable is a passive ability. So it's constantly active essentially. Where a special ability is not constantly active. You have to activate it. So a passive ability, as you can see, untouchable costs no vials because it's constantly active. So he's a rogue hybrid. There's going to be multiple rogue hybrids in the main set. For the sample set, there's only one, which is Ryuji. And he, yeah. So essentially, the rogue hybrids are the only hybrids that have passive abilities. So he will accidentally grab an adrenaline. We purposely made this adrenaline to shut down Ryuji because without this adrenaline, he would have just destroyed us. But he accidentally grabbed the adrenaline that shuts down passives and not specials. He mixed them up. So we're giving him a mulligan and allowing him to use it as the one that shuts down a special because that's what he did mean to grab. So he's just shut down Sheath's special ability, Poison Blade.
right.
And I knew he was going to
So
do
the
it. I
difference,
thought I'd risk it.
yeah,
Maybe he was bluffing. But I knew he was going to do it. So now he has to pay the pure vial cost because he doesn't have a 3 blue vials, which is what it should cost. But he accidentally grabbed the wrong one.
yeah,
So now I can't do. I mean, I can. Can I attack? Yeah, I can. So I'm just going to have to attack. I'm just going to use Nimble Claws again with Greta and attack Samuel.
and right. Okay, yeah. Poison Blade, she doesn't get
No.
defeated.
So
It just.
I just use Nimble Claws with Greta. So 30 damage
Oh,
on
okay.
Samuel.
That's
Another 30.
30.
I'm slowly chipping away at him. One more. Come on.
Uh,
Okay, so that ends my turn. I can't. Yeah, I can't do anything. So this is actually a long game because our earlier games they were done
uh,
very fast.
yeah, about 3, 4
And it
rounds
was over pretty much.
typically. Yeah,
Yeah. But
yeah,
this one is actually since we're so balanced and we're just holding each other off. It's
yeah. It's
actually
chipping away at each other.
yeah, and since we're still getting used to it, like you when you haven't played all that much yet, and you forget the abilities and stuff, so we're
Hmm.
constantly having to read and stuff, so it's seeming a little bit longer than it should, but and we're explaining things, of course, but
I only have one green. Shite. I can't do a basic attack.
ooh,
Yeah, so Samuel can't do his basic attack because it's a 2 green vial cost.
and you've only got one.
Yeah, but I can withdraw. So who do I put up?
What's Blake?
Greta
Deal 15 damage on.
has.
Ooh, that is strong, man. Blake's scrap is strong.
It is, and I'm gonna risk it. Oh wait, no. If I withdraw, I don't have that green to do scrap.
Yeah, you're right, because it's a green withdrawal. And you've only got one green. And I've only got one green too. I'm out of greens as well.
Yeah, so both of us are kind of we've kind of got blocked by vials again.
Mm.
Um, so
Because we
now
haven't
it's
been
like, okay,
incubating,
do
because we
we
always
have to
forget.
start incubating?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We should have started incubating 3 turns ago. Do you know what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah. Um,
And but I haven't played a hybrid or ability, so I can actually incubate.
no, you haven't done anything. Yeah, you can incubate.
Uh, all right, so I'm gonna incubate. I've got to incubate green. Yeah, I can't incubate blue because I need Blake to keep Samuel from getting defeated. So incubate and end my turn because I don't have any vials to attack.
Right. I'm gonna just get rid of that. It's too late game for this. I don't really care. Um, I'm gonna draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just got my clan card. What am I gonna do with that?
Discard it.
Yeah, I will next turn.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put my vials. Yeah, I didn't get any green. God damn it. I'm going to have to incubate green too, so that means I cannot attack you with Greta either. Oh, that's lucky. So I'm going to use a red to use that. So for those of you that didn't see that, search your deck for a standard vial, draw it into your hand and shuffle your deck. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna search and I'm gonna grab it.
And
I'm gonna grab green.
one of the things with this card is if you notice the vial is gray.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah, that's right.
red,
Yeah, you're right.
green, or blue.
Grey means you can use any color vial for it. That's why I have most of red, so I just used a red for it. So
Hmm.
now I've got 2
It
greens.
allows you to change basically the color of a vial.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So basically any color to activate that adrenaline.
Uh,
There will be
did you
hybrids like
shuffle?
there will be. Oh, you can shuffle it. There will be hybrids like that in the future. And yeah, also since I searched my deck for that vial, I now knew the order of my deck, so you got to shuffle it. Um, so what I can do now is I have 2 greens now, so I can attack with Greta. The issue is he can use Will can use Strong Claws with Blake and negate my attack on Samuel. So and he's
Right.
got a blue vial for it. So I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to incubate green. I haven't done anything yet, have I? Oh no, I have. I
No.
activated adrenaline.
Yeah. Oh, you
Shit.
did.
Shit.
Well, actually though,
Nah,
did
I
you?
did. It's
Oh
too
no,
late. Yeah,
yeah,
I
you,
took.
no, you did have a green to incubate
I
before
did,
that.
yeah. I'm an idiot. I should have incubated and then used that card. No, I couldn't have because. Yes, I could have. Man, I did the wrong order. I am such a dumbass.
Right.
I am such a
So
dumbass. So,
yeah, order is important. If
order
you
is
had
very important.
incubated first.
Then it would have been fine, yeah.
Oh wait. Uh.
No, it wouldn't have been.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's see.
yes, it would have been.
Because
Yeah.
but do you tuck it under?
No, you
Because
hold it
the
into your
top
hand
cards
until your
flip.
next turn.
Oh
Yeah,
right.
you can't put it on. So if I'm incubating, say I'm incubating green vials and then I draw, and I've drawn like I use an adrenaline to draw cards or whatever, or search for a vial, I can't put the green vial into the vial reserves. I have to wait till I'm finished incubating, so it has to stay in my hand.
Hmm.
And obviously,
Okay.
vials can't be played from your hand; they have to be played. So it's kind of a catch-22, you know. There's a downside to it too. But
Yeah. Right.
I should have started incubating. I should have used that adrenaline with a red vial, and then I should have drawn the green from my deck, and then I should have just put it,
Just to hold on
and
to
then
it.
I would have had 4 next turn. But now I'm going to be stuck with 2 next
Yeah.
turn, so I completely messed up, and now I don't have a choice. But to yeah, I can't do anything but to end my turn. So I end my turn. So now Will gets to flip. So I completely messed up because now Will gets to flip his vial back, his green vial,
Mm-hmm.
and
Uh,
he's finished an
flip
incubation cycle, and he can
green.
take 2 green vials. Where if I was smart and not silly, I could have capitalized on that and try to figure out something how I can mess him up without him having green vials, you know. But I messed up, and I
Right.
didn't
Take advantage of it
take advantage of
while
yeah,
I'm.
while you're
Mm-hmm.
down a vial. Um, but really, with green vials, I wouldn't have been able to take advantage of it. He doesn't really have much that requires a green vial other than attacking or withdrawing Samuel. Oh, and Blake's scrap
Mm-hmm.
actually. But he wouldn't have been able to use. The scrap doesn't block anything. The only time I would have been able to take advantage of that is if he incubated blue vials, because then he can't use Blake's strong claws ability, and I would have been able to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he's going to have to do it eventually, maybe, because I'm starting to vial him out. I'm starting to get a lot more vials than him. So he's going to have to incubate blue or something eventually.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm okay with Samuel getting defeated after this. I don't necessarily need to protect Samuel after this, but I do need
You need to
I
protect
do need blue
Matthias,
vials.
but you do need blue vials.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I will incubate. Hey, wait, did I draw? No.
No, you didn't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Wait, so flip it back, so just in case you get some blue vials.
You want to shuffle my
Nah, I
deck?
don't
I
care.
know bottom was
Nah.
green.
Do you want to shuffle it?
Yeah, go ahead. I accidentally flipped the whole
Yeah, I've
deck.
done that. Alright, there you go. So if you get a blue now, you don't need
Uh,
to incubate. That's why you should always draw first.
okay. Yeah, I still have to incubate. Okay.
Is that going to kill Greta? Oh, Greta's dead. God damn it.
Yeah, that's why at least I'm going to take out Greta.
Ah, damn it.
Okay.
Okay.
And then that lets me have the standard attack on Charles for 40.
Let me just work out these counters. Okay, so 40 on Charles.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay, and that ends your turn.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm going to obviously discard my clan card because there's no way I can use it now. And I'm going to draw 5.
5. You are almost decked
I
out.
am. What do I have left? 6. So that means I've still got two pure vials in there.
Well, you can't move
I've got...
Sheath.
Actually, I've got Mikey who's really strong. I'm going
Yeah.
to pay his
Well,
costs, so I'm going to put him into combat zone.
his attack
His attack is strong.
is really
yeah.
strong.
Because it's
Yeah.
only 1 red, which needs to be 2 essentially. But it's alright. I mean, you had Victoria the whole time.
Yeah, we'll balance
We'll
it. We'll
balance
balance
it.
it.
Yeah. Alright, and I'm gonna use. I forgot to. I don't need to incubate actually. I'm fine. And I'm gonna use. So since you can't use Blake since you're incubating blue, I'm going to use
Yeah.
Body Smash unless you have an Adrenaline card. I'm gonna have to do it. I've got enough reds. I'm gonna use Body Smash and hit Samuel and defeat him.
Yeah. That's just an attack ability.
Yeah.
So
And then
30.
over here, 30, I think. Here, I'll grab it.
I always do that. I just want to throw it in the
He's
nearest
like,
bag.
so he's dead, and then I'm going to hit Matthias for 50.
50.
That's so strong,
right?
and it's free as well.
I know.
Alright. And then I obviously... Yeah, I end my turn.
Alright, so flip and get finish incubating my vials. Okay.
And then draw.
And then,
Yep.
well, I'm gonna discard
Oh, right.
first.
Oh, yeah, you don't
My
need...
clan card.
Which you don't need, yeah.
The Serene.
Really? Oh, you've already... Really?
Yeah, well, I've got a plan.
Okay.
It could backfire.
Alright.
It could backfire.
I don't know. I have zero idea what it is, but I'm curious what your plan
1,
is.
2, 3, 4. It's not working, but
Yeah,
that's
but
just
you've got a lot of
because-
vials now, so that makes me worried. You just incubated, so your blues are topping up, man. So Blake, Blake, man, man, Blake. You got to get a hybrid into your combat zone though.
Yeah, I've got which hybrid do I want?
You can put one more hybrid in your podium actually now.
Yes. Okay, I got it. So there. Pay the blue to move Brutus up.
Damn. I've had Brutus in my hand for so long, I just haven't had room for him.
Yeah, but
Oh no.
Brutus.
No.
Yeah,
No.
his attack ability is Hidden Agenda, which allows me to attack Charles directly.
Oh shit. 30.
I will pay for that.
Charles is almost dead. This is almost game over for me, boys. Why can't I grab that? Come on.
You are at 6,100. So there we go. Brutus is out.
Okay, I'm gonna have to damage him.
And I end my
I'm
turn.
gonna have to damage him because his attack, yeah, if Brutus has full defense, this move can attack the opponent's clan leader directly. I'm gonna have to hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I draw. I don't need. Ugh, I need to start getting rid of some of this shit. Oh,
But you only have 6 cards left.
I'm an idiot. I could have negated that with 2 blue. I had an adrenaline in my hand.
Oh, to
Yeah, to negate it.
negate
Yeah.
you
Ooh, I got an.
you didn't draw yet. You want to do it?
Nah. Let's not do that.
Okay.
Let's not do that. I should have known better. It's been in my hand since the start of the game. I should have known better.
That's one of the things we need to be also as players. Just do you react or do you have a counter?
True.
Just
Yeah.
encouraging that.
Yeah. I always forget that I have them. I think it's because it's tabletop simulator. Like if you go up too far, it's hard to see the cards that you have. But if they're actually in front of you in your hand, you're always going to be looking. So I don't need Brutus. He can go away.
Single cost to withdraw, double to go from.
So Cynthia is double cost. Oh, I can't double cost her.
There is an adrenaline for those watching that allows you to.
There is, and I think I have it in my deck actually. I think I discarded it before.
You discarded
Let me
it.
have a look.
Maybe.
What did I discard?
Excuse me. Got hiccups.
You're right. No, I haven't. No, I haven't used it yet.
You didn't put it in?
Maybe I didn't put it in, or I haven't used it yet.
Have it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Alright, let me draw for 4. There we go. There we go.
Both of them.
Yep. And I'm going to use this and draw 3 more cards. Oh, I've only got 2, but I'm going to draw my last 2 cards. You only got
2. Okay. And so this is pretty much it.
This is endgame.
You've got a... Yeah. You either deck out or you
luckily I
get
didn't.
Some hits on
luckily I didn't deck out. Lucky I've actually got some decent vials.
Yeah.
And I haven't had to incubate either.
You've got the variety too.
I do. So I've got 5 reds now. So I'm going to withdraw Cynthia back to my hand. Oh, no, it's too late to withdraw. I need these vials. Because then I can use...
Yeah.
See, I can use that. I'm just saying that.
So in essence...
Yeah,
you're showing a card.
I am.
Right.
So I'll show you as well, just so we can talk about like strategics and stuff like that. But essentially, I'm thinking I want to use Zera. So I'll withdraw Cynthia, use Zera, and heal 20 off Charles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so... But the thing is...
20... 40 attack will...
Still, yeah, exactly.
If I can get through...
And it's going to basically get rid of 2 of my vials, 3 of my red vials, because I need to withdraw Cynthia back to my hand from the podium, so it's not worth it. So I'm just going to use... Brutus, man, he's strong.
So, see the thing as well, right? I mean, if you do that, that does help with you surviving an attack. If I can get through with Brutus, you'll survive that attack. Right now, you won't.
No, yeah.
Right? You only have 20. So that might be worthwhile in that sense, because Mikey being a tank, I mean, I have to go through 2 rounds to get through Mikey before I can hit Charles. But before then, you might actually not be able to make a move with only 4 cards left. Well, that's the other thing.
You're right. But actually, right? Yeah, you are right. I'm just sorry, Brutus. Oh, no, wait. I can't use that on Brutus because it's for a hybrid in your podium.
No. He's in the podium.
Ah, damn it. I can't use it on Brutus.
You can take Blake out.
Yeah, but I need to take... Yeah, but what's...
Well, actually, that doesn't help
No, it doesn't.
No. Because you don't have 3 rounds.
No, I don't. I'm dead in a second. So I'm just going to use it. I want to... It's pointless.
Actually, I wouldn't even.
I'm taking that back.
Use your gold, your pure.
I'm taking that
don't use your pure.
Oh no.
Oh,
stop it, man.
hide the whole,
Okay.
get the whole
Get the
deck
whole
in there.
deck back and hide
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
yeah,
I had heaps of vials left. No, so
yeah. That makes no
no, it
sense,
doesn't.
right? Because
Because I thought
mm,
using it on Brutus and then attacking with Mikey would have made sense, but it's actually I just remembered it's in your podium, so
right,
it's not actually in the combat zone. So I'm just gonna have to.
yeah.
If your opponent has
We've both done that with
okay.
Sheath is not forgetting that it's not the combat
Yeah, I
zone.
know. So what's Taylor? Taylor's strong. One blue. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna withdraw Mikey from the combat zone for one red cost. I'm gonna play in Taylor for one green cost, and then I'm gonna use Kamikaze on. Um,
Yeah.
no, that's pointless. What's the point? Oh
Well,
wait, no, I can defeat
how
Brutus.
much?
Yeah, because
Yeah, you can
there's
defeat
no
Brutus.
specification if it's in the
Basically, you one
podium.
shot.
Yeah, but if you can negate it, can you negate that?
Um, no, I cannot negate.
Okay, so one blue and one green, and I defeat Brutus. If you look at like Charles Heart and Claws, and you have the vials for it, that is a bunch of bullshit. If you can just continuously smash hybrids and then smash the
Well,
clan leader, you know what I mean? So
Tiger Pounce, right? We talked about that earlier. If I could use Tiger Pounce.
right, yeah, right,
Uh,
yeah. So I
so
think from now on, you can only use base attack damage on the clan leader when it's direct attack. So
so
we're even, aren't we?
that
What's
ends.
Matthias on? What's he on? So 20, 60, 30. Oh, no, you got 10 more defense than me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. That ends your
This is
turn.
not normal. Like, I think our last game, like earlier today, lasted like 20 minutes and it was over.
Yeah. Well, I just was checking how many
Ah,
red vials I have because I will do 0 moves to the combat
oh,
zone.
bullshit.
And you know what's next, right?
Oh, no.
Will-O-Wisp for blue and red,
So that's, shit. So I've got 4 in my podium. Uh,
which does 70.
man, that's so unfortunate. I was not expecting you to have Zera. And
Yeah.
then that's game over.
And
Wait, what's her what's
yep.
her what's her base attack? 30. That's game.
And 20 is all I needed.
Yeah, that's GG.
Good game.
Damn.
This was tougher
That was a
tougher than most of the
yeah, that was
rest.
a really tough game. That was just back and forth the whole time. That was
Yeah. Yeah, pretty well balanced. So, yeah,
that's a game of BlightBreed. Well, that's
this
a
is a longer
yeah
game.
abnormally long game for BlightBreed, but that's essentially how a BlightBreed game works. So yeah, I just want to again thank Will for obviously building this TTS and still continuously working on it, improving it, and as we update basically rules and abilities and such, they'll be implemented hopefully. And yeah, thanks Will. Do you have any closing statements?
Um no, I just think this is with the sample set and everything, and there's a lot to look forward to as we get closer base set and so on. But this will be updated as new adrenaline cards get um, defined,
Yeah.
and
Kinks
as
get
we go
worked out.
along. So
Yeah, like
yeah,
Mikey only having to cost one red vial for body smash when it does 50 damage. That's stuff like that. Or Victoria's Tiger Pounce being one blue vial only.
hmm
So yeah, kinks like that.
yeah,
But just balancing. Just I think at the moment now it's just balancing issues. It just needs to be balanced, and some things need to be reworded so they make more sense.
hmm
But give your final statement of what do
yeah,
you think of the actual game of Blightbreed. Be brutally honest from what you've played so far.
yeah. So I really, I really like the gameplay compared to some of the other games with uh, the abilities and adrenaline cards seem simple. It's like negate one attack, negate this, but the complexity and the strategy is really deep. Especially like how many times did we run into where to counter something we needed a vial that we were one short,
Yeah,
or forgetting to incubate.
yeah,
Um,
many times.
that
That's
that
me
that,
every
that
single game.
yeah, but the key with that too, though, right? is what do you incubate? And so it's really deep. When you first look at it, it seems pretty
At
simple,
face
but
value,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I'm really having a lot of fun
Me
with this.
too,
And yeah,
actually.
the final thing would be, to everybody that plays, provide feedback, comments, thoughts,
Yes.
because uh, we're actively talking about how to balance this game and playing it and looking through it. And uh, adding cards in and like you notice, adrenalines are just placeholder, no art.
Yeah,
So there's nothing preventing some tweaks like that
exactly.
to yeah, to help with. So yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to ask is, let's get some
Yeah,
feedback.
let's get some feedback. If you have, yeah, exactly what Will's saying. If you have anything that you think could improve the game, if you think anything's confusing or should be done in a different way, if you think, any improvements, any positive, negative feedback, it's all welcome because we're here to obviously make the best game as we possibly can. And so far, I think it's coming along really, really damn well. I'm very surprised at how well BlightBreed is coming along in such a short time. Yeah.
Agreed.
Thanks, Will, and thank
All
you
right.
everyone for watching.
Thank you.
Yep. Catch you guys later.